Hello class 9. Today we are going to start chapter 2, elementary concepts of object and classes. This is chapter 2, elementary concept of objects and classes. In this chapter we are going to discuss some terms related to objects and classes. First is, what is an object? See, an object is a fundamental unit of object oriented programming and represents the real life entities. It represents the what? Real life entities. In object oriented programming, the attempts are made to break a task into some components called objects. They are the basic elements of the object oriented system and are also known as the entities. Okay. So a set of related objects may exchange data and information to interact with each other. The objects are further categorized in two ways. First one, the real world objects, and second one, software objects. So what is the real world objects? Real world objects are those which we experience or use in our day-to-day lives. Whatever we see, like orange, chair, car, okay, or mobile. A specific item can be defined as a real world object if it possesses the following features. So object has what features? The following features. First, it is visible to us, so we can see, like a cycle we can see, a car we can see, a clock we can see, a mobile you can see. It has a definite shape and size. So like mobile phones has got a definite shape and size. A car has got definite shape and size. Okay, a cycle has got definite shape and size. So these are examples of real world objects. It can be brought into thoughts and figures. In our thought, it can be brought, figures can come. Each real world object contains characteristics and behaviors. The characteristics basically comprises the parts of its body. That is the characteristics by the parts of the body of the object is the characteristics or specification, whereas behavior is the purpose, use, what is the use of it. Like what is the use of mobile phones, what is the use of a car. Example, a mobile phones. So what are the characteristics of mobile phones? Model of the phone, dial pad, apps. What are the behaviors? Mobile is used to talk, it is used to browse the internet, it is also used for net banking. Okay, so these are the examples of real world objects. Second one is software objects. A software object may be defined as an object that is created while writing Java programs. When we write the Java programs, each and every components of the program is called an object. The characteristics and behavior of real world objects are referred to as the data members and member functions. Okay, data members, variables, and member functions like main methods of software objects. Okay, so these are the software objects. If you compare the real world objects or software objects, then what we can say, the states or characteristics of the real world objects are considered to be data members in the software objects, and the behavior in the real world objects are referred to as the functions or methods in the software objects. A software object is a unique combination of data and members, okay, and functions. So these were the real world objects and the software objects. Next one, message passing. What is the message passing? See, it is quite interesting that the objects can interact with each other in a program, and objects can pass information to another objects and can receive also, and receive information as well. They interact through behavior or functions. It is called functions, which are known as message passing. Okay, this concept is applicable to real world objects as well as software objects. It is applicable to the real world objects as well as software objects. Now next is class. Now what is a class? A class is a blueprint, a structure or template format of its objects. It's a format of Java program. It can be defined as a category that describes some characteristics and behavior. Each object of a class possesses the characteristics and behavior. The characteristics means data used in the program, and behavior means functions described within the program. Okay, so this class, how can it be defined? The definitions: a class is simply a representation of similar type of objects. It is the blueprint or plan or template that describes the details of an object. Like class name is fruits. Suppose a class name is fruits. So what is the color of the fruits? What is the behavior? It is used for making juice. What is the taste? What is the shape? Its characteristics of fruits can be, suppose a class name is fruits, then its characteristics can be color of the fruits, taste of the fruits, shape of the fruits. What can be its common behavior? Used for making the juice, used for festive occasion, used for breakfast. Okay. Next topic is how to create an object, creating objects of a class. An object is also called an instance of the class. Object is called what? An instance of the class. And creating an object of the class is said to be instantiation. So how to create a class? We can how to create an object of a class. The object of a class can be created by using the new keyword. First you have to write the class name, then write the object name, then new keyword, then the same class name with the bracket and semicolon. Example, scanner is a class name, in object name equal to new scanner, same class name with the bracket. Like fruits is a class name, apple is the object name equal to new fruits, car is a class name, Honda is the object name, new car. So this way we create the objects. What is the new operator? The new operator is used to allocate the space in the dynamic memory for storage of data and functions belonging to an object. So it occupies the space, it allocates the space in the computer's memory. Now, class as an object factory. See, as a factory produces many things, the same way class also produces some things. Okay. What is the use of the term factory? The term factory is used along with the class for creating similar kinds of objects. So class produces the objects of similar type, hence a class is termed as object factory. Now class is a user defined data type. How? A user may create a data type and declare certain characteristics and behavior. When we create a data type, we declare the characteristics, okay, and behavior. Characteristics, data members, and behavior functions. This can be done by using a class. This is the reason why a class is referred to as user-defined data type. So in today's class, we discussed some terms related to class and objects. So learn all these short terms and no need to write it, just learn all these short terms. Thank you.